Sunday. So back to you, Laird, if you're there. BE3HIX.
Yes, I'm back here now. I'm getting pretty good at stopping a stream and starting a new one, and it even played enough to tell me that I'm alive. What do you know? So anybody who was on YouTube will have to go back into the channel and connect again, but it is there. With that, we'll go back up to the top, and Doug, VA3 DCE. Let's see. I was going to have a question for the night, but I forgot what it was. But I do have a couple of shout out since this fellow is on frequency right now, and that's to Bob VE3IRB. I caught him promoting the North Shore Amateur Radio Club on the radio the other night. Can you believe that? Yes, he was shamelessly telling people, or at least this one operator, that where to find us and how to get in contact with us. So 2 thumbs up. Of course, I can't give 2. Well, I guess there. Just pretend there's 2 thumbs up to Bob tonight, Robert, IRB, and keep up the great work. And Brian Hopkins is back. Very good, Brian. So the crowd is starting to come in again. And with that, we will go down to Jackie, VA3BTQ.
VA3BTQ, watching you on YouTube, but something's happened to me. You're very static. So I have nothing new to add. Turn it over to you. Bye.
Okay, very good, Jackie. Is it my radio signal or is it my YouTube signal that's staticky?
It seems to be your YouTube, or okay. My YouTube, I'm not sure which. Over.
Okay, very good. Oh, Brian is taking this whole pickled eggs thing to a new low. Oh, man. His favorite is chicken liver and onions on rye with a glass of Olin's ale. Well, I mean, I guess the ale's there to kill the taste of everything else that's going down his gullet at that point, and to make him insensitive to that. Ugh, liver. Ugh. Just think what the liver does for your body. It's just a filter, and you're eating a filter, a dirty filter that's dead. Ugh. Let me see. We did Jackie already. Did we do Doug? Yeah, I think we did. VE3CRU, Bill.
Okay, VE3CRU here. A lot of interesting conversation tonight. First of all, pickled eggs. I'd love to try them. I'm not a beer drinker. I'm not a pub crawler, so that may be why I've never tasted them. But someday, hey, I'm game. Now, as far as a daughter is concerned, I have to tell you, I have no daughter. I have 2 sons, but there's a young lady that I love like the daughter I never had. She's in between. She's 44, and the other 2 are, my sons are 43 and 45, who I helped to support her and her family when she was going through police college over at Erie, Pennsylvania, and her mother, who is blind, is, she contacted me last night to say that she and the granddaughter that was in that young lady's tummy when I first met them 20 years ago were making masks using the holiday fair cloth that the blind lady, who wasn't blind at that time, used when she was doing a lot of seamstress activity. She later became a platform worker for Redken, and as well as being a hairdresser and all that. But no, as I say, far as since I guess it's the second round, far as the rest of the activity for Wednesday night, I'll cover it off tomorrow. I am looking forward to getting Bowmanville on their HTs with the HTs turned horizontal to be able to match my antenna. I'm willing to bet we can work it. So anyway, great net, great back to that.
Okay, very good. And I'm really having an old timers moment. Doug, did I catch you on this round? DCE?
I'm just joining the group that got missed again, Laird. I feel like I'm part of the group again. That noise that Jackie was talking about, I'm getting a lot of it out here too. It's coming through OSH. At least that's the only frequency I'm getting it on. And
Okay, Doug, is it just me that's coming through funny, or is it anyone who's talking?
It seems to be everybody. It's coming through the repeater.
Oh, okay, very good. So, okay, that's interesting. Maybe you can record some of it on your phone, like just about 10 or 15 seconds worth, and then fire it off to me. It'd be interesting to hear what that is, and I can pass it along to Jeffrey and Bob. Let's see, so I don't miss anybody again. VA3 KJI Grant.
All right, Peter is fine here, Laird.
Yeah, the repeater's actually fine out here too. There's still a little bit of frying eggs, but that's like you said the other day, it's from me being in the hole. Hey, I did get a kick out of the guy who came on after me. He's still waiting for his antenna to come. My daughter, both my daughters, while we were away in Cuba, knew we were coming back into quarantine and ordered some foods from the LCBO. So that's 4 weeks ago, over 4 weeks ago. They got half of it today. I ordered an order from Costco, and it came in 3 different packages, and I've only got 2 of the 3 of them. So there's a lot of fun stuff going on out there in the world of material handling right now.
Yeah, I know. I wouldn't want to be in any sort of warehousing right about now because they're just being hammered. And I know that some of these grocery places, they've been hit so hard that people signing up, and some of them are like 2 or 3 weeks behind on grocery orders. So it just goes to show you how ill prepared some people are when it comes to events like this. That they go 1 week and all of a sudden they have nothing to eat. I think I could probably safely go a month. I would have a hard time because I've run out of milk, and I enjoy the odd glass of milk, but I could make do. But for the staples, I could probably last a while. Let's see, Ken, VE3 RMK. Ken is absent without leave, so we'll give him the benefit of the doubt, and we'll look for him again in a few minutes. Steve, another good representative, VA3 TPS, VE3 LKS.
Okay, Laird, very good. Well, geez, all this talk about pickled eggs got me wondering now. I know I got a jar in the fridge there, so I guess tonight for my nightly snack it's going to be a couple of pickled eggs, and I'll slice off a big hunk of bologna, and I'll sit back and watch a movie. I got recorded on the DVR and relax with that tonight. Thank you.
Now, Steve, there's nothing wrong with the Newfie steak. There's nothing wrong with that. But when you mix that with pickled eggs, I hope for your wife's sake you're just going to sleep on the couch tonight.
Big Bang Theory. Yeah, most likely. She stays away from me when I open that jar. But yeah, you're right. There's nothing wrong with Newfie steak. I love it. We buy it by the big solid thing there and cut it off when I need it.
You know what? There's nothing better than a slice or two of that with breakfast. I'll have that any day of the week. Let's see. I know someone made a wise comment, the Big Bang Theory. Yes, and that's what would be happening when you have Newfie steak and pickled eggs. Let's see. Yeah, and guys are saying everything sounds good down here. So it's just something between the repeater and those people who live north of the repeater or in that vicinity. I'm not sure whether Jackie lives north of it or just to the west of it, but there's something that happens up there once in a while. So it'll be interesting to hear what it sounds like. Joe, VE3 VGJ.
Yeah, Laird, you mentioned okra the last time around there. I remember growing some okra there. I was going to use it when I was making soup and big into gardening and that. And that's what it is. It's sort of a thickener. It makes things thicker there. That's why I guess it's so slimy. Kind of fun trying to grow that stuff. And Gerard there on the food drive, I went over there and dropped off a bag of goods, but I walked up through the lineup, just walked over there and asked if you're around, but I guess you just left. I just missed you there. Too bad. And Roger, back on the pickled eggs, yes, I love the pickled eggs and all the combinations. I love bologna there in the morning, sometimes fried with eggs. and crackers sometimes is a nice combination there, and some gherkin pickles there. There's a combination for you. Back to you, Laird.
Okay, we have a dilemma here, guys. We have in June we have our barbecue at the repeater site. Then we have the summer off because people are all over the place, and then in September we have our barbecue and corn roast at the repeater site, and then at Christmas time we have our Christmas potluck. Somewhere along the line, it looks like we're going to flip in a hors d'oeuvre night where we have nothing but pickled eggs, and everyone can bring 3 or 4 dozen of pickled eggs that they make. Slice them into quarters, maybe. Slice them into half, and then slice each half into a half, and have like a contest to see whose pickled eggs taste the best, and then everyone can go home and just croak, I guess. But maybe we'll have to do that for like a March meeting sometime. Let's see. Where am I down to? Jeffrey, I won't miss you this time. VA3RTV, VE3LKS.
Peter, and a little bit to the west of it. No, sorry, to the east of it.
Oh, okay. That's right, Jackie. I'm sorry. So I missed the first part. You're to the east and then to the north.
Clearance down here, and everything seems to be double. So maybe if we could let Jackie go, because I didn't really understand what she was saying. She was coming through at the same time as you. Is that okay, Laird?
Yep. Go ahead, Jackie. Maybe let us know where you are again.
Okay, I'm back on. I am just slightly south of the repeater. And what I'm saying is that I'm watching you on YouTube, and I'm getting you right from the beginning of the right tube. So it's very complicated to try and follow what you're doing on YouTube and what's happening on reality. Anyway, over to you.
Okay, very good, Jackie. Yeah, that was probably the one that I created that got hung. If you come out of that, there should be a live stream that will show you what's happening right now within a few seconds. Jeffrey, take it away.
Yeah, thanks, Laird. Yeah, so Jackie, what you'll need to do is I know you're on your iPad, so just get out of that, swipe, get the old cache out of the way, go back into YouTube, go back into search V3LKS, and go to the live stream. And I just had to do that, and it's working fine now. And with that, I'll go back to you, Laird. Thanks very much.
Well, thank you for your technical expertise there on the Apple products. It's nice to have someone that can do that and explain that so well to everybody. And I guess Aldo, a VA3AG, another egg lover.
Okay, Laird, I'll make this my last one here. Just a quick one. I actually forgot to do the test on the weekend there at 7 o'clock, so hopefully it'll go okay next weekend. We'll see what happens, and see if we can make it in. Anyway, thanks very much for doing the net there. Quite interesting and entertaining. So time to get out of here. So 730. We'll talk to you later on. V3LKS, VA3AG clear. 73.
Okay, nice having you with us this evening, Aldo. It's always fun when you're on. And yes, this Zoom thing is becoming quite popular. I've got 3 Zoom meetings next weekend. I've got the North Shore meeting, of course, on Sunday night. Saturday night, we're doing a family reunion because, at least on my side of the family, I got relatives mostly here in Ontario, but there's some in Florida, there's some in Arkansas, there's some in Alaska. So we're doing sort of like a mini family reunion Saturday night at 7. And So it's gonna be fun. It's mostly cousins and their kids, but it'll be interesting to see everybody. Some of them I've never met, so I've seen them on Facebook, seen pictures of them, but never heard their voice or anything. So it's gonna be lots of fun, and it'll prevent people from having to travel. Let's see, VE3 KZT, John.
Hey, good evening again, folks. I have nothing much more to report here. Just hanging in there till the end of the net, and yeah, if you have time, maybe we'll get in touch through the week and be educated on the Zoom thing. I am a subscriber to it too, so I don't know how that'll work, but me having one and you sending an invitation, but something to learn. The E3KZT will be clear and standing by till the end of the net.
Excellent, John. Yeah, no problem. We can arrange a time to do that. Just send me an email with some times during the day that you'd be available, and we can set something up. VE3 CWR Gerard, and I don't know if it's your microphone or your voice, but your audio was pretty low on that last transmission.
Yeah, okay. Is that any better, Larry?
Yes, that's a lot better. Did you switch to a Chinese radio from a Motorola?
No, I'm on the Motorola now, but my SWR is. The Chinese radio would be long gone now. It would be all burnt up. I'm looking look bad at SWR right now. But anyway, nothing much more to add here. Did some 20 meters wasn't really good yesterday, but it was a pipeline to Florida. I must have had 6 or 7 contacts with Florida. It was just an open pipeline. It just, I don't know. I couldn't, wasn't much else going on. But Florida, it was just, I don't know. It was just wide open. But I guess another 6 months or so, apparently we're supposed to get into another good sunspot cycle. So anyway, we're looking forward to that next 11-year period if it ever comes.
Yeah.
Like it was back in the 80s.
That's for sure. Yes, I agree with you, Gerard. They've been talking about the next 11-year sunspot for the last 25 years, I think. It just hasn't materialized all that much. I remember when I first got into radio, it was just crazy, and the propagation was fantastic. And then when it died, and it sort of stayed low. It really has never come back, just spurts here and there. But yeah, as you say, making a connection down to Florida, it's interesting when that happens. Like it's, you'll get Florida and you'll just be working station after station after station, and then something will change, and then it's like Washington State or Texas or something, and it just goes all over the place. But I guess that's what the propagation does for us. VE3 PWJ Peter.
Oh, really an interesting net there tonight. Maybe, Larry, we may have to take up a collection for Dougie up there and buy him a real radio, because OS8 sounds really good here. It's no problem at all. So I'm not just sure what's going on there. So we'll say the best of 7-3s from Gentry, and we'll talk to you tomorrow night, Larry. Have a good evening.
Excellent. Well, we'd have to take up a double collection because Jackie has the same problem. It's just something somewhere in that area between the repeater and Uxbridge. Sometimes they get noise, and it's really weird. Maybe it's a UFO or something that's homing in on our signal on digital, on NAA, who knows? But something happens, and since Jackie is so close to the repeater, she'll hear it. But it's something up in that area between there and Uxbridge that causes it. So it'll be interesting to hear what it sounds like. VE3 RPN, Scott.
VE3 LKS, VE3 RPN. I guess what time? Oh my gosh, it is nearly. This is wrapping it up. I wasn't paying attention to the clock, but anyway, guys, honest to God, I don't need pickle
Yeah, and it's funny when you do that, you get a wide berth. Even if there are people in the store, you do that and you get a very wide berth and you have no problem getting what you need. Very good. Thanks for joining us this evening, Scott. VE3XEQ, Christopher.
You say aliens, huh? You want to share whatever it is you're taking? Give you some of that. I'm with you on the liver. Absolutely. I don't eat liver or kidneys or not even prairie oysters. But cause I used to come home from school. I remember open the door and just the smell of it as my mom was cooking. I was gone back outside and I swore I didn't come home till after 8 o'clock. Made a PBJ and went to bed because I couldn't stomach the smell alone. And anyone who does want to try those pickled eggs in the beet juice, it's very important to wait the 6 weeks. That's why I say don't touch them for 6 weeks because the juice permeates all the way through to the center of the egg, not like to do in regular juice. And you got to wait till it has gone all the way through the egg, and it actually tastes almost like candy when you're ready to eat them. Anyway, 7-3, everybody. Have a great night. Remember to be kind to somebody. Back to you, Laird, and you and your UFOs.
Yeah, I hear the UFOs are coming, but they're only taking good-looking people, so most of you guys are safe. Yeah, I guess we could call those pickled eggs that you make Barney eggs, because Barney was a dinosaur, and dinosaur laid eggs apparently, and Barney was purple. So there we go, a new name for them. I won't even charge you for that one. VA3 BAH Brian, good evening.
Good evening again. Well, it's interesting. The other chap mentioned the beet juice. One of the local breweries here, he makes an IPA with beets. They call it Red Fox. And so now he's got me thinking maybe I should boil up some eggs and get a couple of pints of Red Fox and let it soak and see what happens. What do you think?
My question to you, though, is would you allow it to soak that long before you drank all the brine?
Well, I don't know. I might pass on drinking the brine, but, it might be worth an experiment. It's all for science.
Well, if it's all for science, Brian, we're all for it. Let's see. Who's next on the list? VE3IRB, Robert.
VE3IRB, copy in the basement. Can you hear me?
Yes, you're a bit broken up, but we can still understand you.
Okay, I won't say much, but 73 stall, and here is tomorrow.
Okay, excellent, Brian. Brian. Bob, Robert, glad to have you on here tonight. And it's interesting how it works so well in the basement. Let's take a quick standby and see if Ken's back. VE3RMK.
VE3LSO.
Okay, we acknowledge VE3LSO. We'll fit you in. We got one guy ahead of you, Lee, and we'll fit you in. VE3HIX, Bob.
Okay, on a slightly more serious note tonight, my wife fell on the ice this morning on our deck. Couldn't see it at all. It was just below freezing and a very, very thin layer of frost on it, I guess. She fell on the wood, banged herself up a bit, but the worst, believe it or not, I don't know how she did it. She probably curled a couple of toes over or under, and her a large black toe is very black and very swollen, and even the one next to that's got some black on it. So she's going to be out of commission, I guess, for a couple of days. I got to get over there right I get. You can keep that for a while. But it doesn't seem like anything's broken, so we'll just hope for the best. I hope we don't have to go to a doctor's office or anything, and see where we go from there. Back to you, Laird, to the E3HIX.
Oh, sorry to hear that, Bob. That's never fun. And yeah, it's days like this can be dangerous because it looks so nice outside, but the frost is still down there, and it doesn't take long before you end up on your derriere. I know Cam was mentioning that he'd summarized his snowblower and put it away. And I heard on the news just this evening that they're calling for snow tomorrow morning. So, Cam, if there's snow, you're in deep doo-doo. And with that, I guess we're down to Lee, VE3 LSO. Not that it's a negative thing, Lee. It's just we're down to you, so take it away.
Sounds good, Lars. Understand I'm coming in on the second kick, so one round is good enough for me. All good. Nice to listen along. Nice to hear that everybody's doing okay, except for Mrs. HIX by the sounds of it. But I guess there's maybe one positive out of that. If she's having some issues with her foot, you don't have to worry about her kicking your arse. Hi. I guess the only other thing I'll say is just about the pickled eggs, more specifically the beets. I've had the pickled eggs in the beet juice. They are really good. The only thing was I finished all the beet juice afterwards and had that wonderful experience of going to the bathroom afterwards and thinking I was dying. Only to find out that's what beet juice does to you. So, thanks for looking after things again, Laird. Nice to hear everybody, and I'll turn it back to you. Have yourself a great night. 7-3 from VE3 LSO.
Well, see, you learn something new every night. I didn't know that drinking that much beet juice would do it to you, but oh well. Sorry to hear that that happened to you. And by the way, how's your knee doing? We have quite a few on the infirmary list here. So how's your knee doing?
As far as my knee goes, I'm actually at that scary stage. More than not, it feels great. It feels like everything's good to go, but I know that that's probably the time that I'm going to hurt it even more. A big help has been the knee brace that I got on it. With the rigid metal bars alongside that's held everything in place, preventing it from twisting. So it's come a long way in a week, but I've still got a few weeks to go for sure. So yeah, everything's going well. Looking forward to getting better through the rest of the weeks to come.
Excellently. Yeah, there's nothing worse than being a bit stoved up, especially when the weather's starting to be nice. So we wish you a speedy recovery, as well as Bob's wife. And anyone else who's out there who's suffering from some ailments. I'm sure we all are. Maybe that's what we should do one night for our topic du jour is, okay, what do you have? That could be a very long rag chew that night. Let's see. I'm going to take a standby and see if there's anybody else that would like to check in with the rag chew. If so, here's your opportunity. This is Laird, VE3LKS.
Yeah, good evening, Laird, VE3FJC.
Okay, good evening, Walter. VE3FJC. Take it away, sir.
Talking about food, when I was at home many years ago, my parents would cook or fry kippers, and I'd have to leave the house. I don't know how many people know what kippers are. It's an English dish, but absolutely smelly. And talk to you later. I just got in at the tail end, so hello to everyone, and we'll talk with you later.
Oh, very good, Walter. Kippers, aren't those sardines?
It's a flatfish stink. Oh, terrible when you fry them.
Well, you've already got a fan on YouTube. We I don't know if you know, but we've been streaming our rag chew on YouTube every night. And someone's on there going, yum, when you mention the kippers. And he said they're smoked herring, apparently. So, it was interesting. One of our early rag chews, we talked about smelt one night. But very good. Well, glad to have you with us, Walter. And by all means, check in more often, my friend.
Will do. 7-3.
Okay, 73, Walter. And is there anybody else out there that would like to check in with the Rag Chew this evening?
VA3AMP and the Lazy Boy.
Okay, the Lazy Boy is finally checking in. VA3AMP, good evening, Alex. And is it that hard to touch the button on your phone? Hi.
I was having technical difficulties. Don't ask me why.
Oh man, you almost lobbed that one up there, because now everyone, all 23 of us, want to know what those were.
For some reason, it wouldn't register and log on properly on the program. So I was fiddly farting around for a while. I was switching back to YouTube, listening to you, and then I was throwing the odd little comment in there. But now we got it up and running near the end of the net. Oh well, better late than never.
Yes, I thought maybe the technical difficulties was the reclining lever on the Lazy Boy wasn't working, and you couldn't get fully reclined. Very good. Well, glad to have you, Alex. And those are some fine-looking pictures on YouTube. I mean, on Facebook this weekend. You did a fine job on your baking. And let's see, someone else, Grant, was saying that he worked night shift with a Scotch guy who microwaved them and he almost got killed by the guys in the cafeteria. Yeah, I think he's referring to the kippers. And Bob Bell says he loves kippers too. Ate some canned ones just the other day. Oh, you guys are sick puppies. I am sorry, but it just goes from bad to worse. We started with pickled eggs and we end up with kippers. Anyways, I think I'll take one quick last check-in, and if not, we will close down the net. Anybody else want to join the Rag Chew?
If more people ate them, we wouldn't have to have that 2 meter law there.
Yes. Well, I made a pot of chili yesterday. I think it had 5 different types of beans in it. So you can only imagine what was happening with me today. As Winnie the Pooh would say, rumbly in the tumbly. Anyways, gentlemen, it's been a lot of fun this evening. Thanks for joining in. And just in case anyone's listening and is not familiar with us, we are doing this COVID-19 Rag Chew every weeknight, so that's Monday through Friday at 7 p.m. And it's an opportunity just to socialize a bit, and if anyone needs any assistance, to put out a call for help. Even if it's just parts that you're looking for, you can put out a request, and some guy locally may have them for you that you can borrow or buy, and until this whole mess is over with. And if you need groceries, etc., we're here to help. Anyways, 73, and I'll chat with you all tomorrow night. This is Laird, VE3LKS, and I'll be clear.